Bunnahabhain
That's farmer friend, singer-songwriter Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer friend and jack of all trades Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebudguys. Do we ever have what you need? Right here. We have you here. We hope. I don't know. We've never actually had this. Sort of. So,
I'm still running that through my brain, trying to process that.
So, here's the story. So one of Lyal got me into Scotch years ago, and I loved it. And he happened to have this bottle of Scotch at his house that was very expensive and very nice.
Yes, it was a 30-year-old Bunnahabhain from Signatory, and it was delicious. It was a gift, and I drank it stupidly most times when I couldn't afford cheap beer.
Yeah, and
but I enjoyed it.
But it was also one of our absolute favorite Scotches, and we always talk about Bunnahabhain. And when I was down in Dallas the other day, I just walked past this bottle, and I finally decided to pull the trigger on it. Now, this is not a $300 bottle like Lyal's was, or thereabout. This is like a $50 bottle or $45 or something like that. However, we've never had that, so we're hoping it stands up to our memories as far as Bunnahabhain goes.
It is an Islay Scotch, right?
It is an Islay Scotch.
This one is...
Even says right on the front, Isle of Islay.
Oh, there you go. This one is rested in sherry cask. I'm going to let you do the honors in terms of pouring.
Okay, I'm going to let you do the honors and telling them what model this is.
This is Stiuireadair, I think is how you say it.
Stiuireadair. That's what I got. It said Stiuireadair.
So this is sort of their somewhat of a replacement of their 12-year-old Scotch. I noticed there wasn't an age statement on it. It seems like a lot of people are doing that lately. So I assume that this is similar to like
I would like it better than that.
When Lafroig does like their lore, or I think the Select doesn't have an age statement. They're sort of like, it's mostly 12, probably. Who knows?
Well, there's probably some under that, or they would have probably put the 12-year label on it. I'm excited because it is Islay.
And the sherry cask is interesting because that reminds me of the Balvenie that we did.
So right before this, we started out drinking a little bit of Glenlivet a while ago, just because, which made us go, I really want that Bunnahabhain. Let's record that real fast. Which is how we're here. But it doesn't have that incredibly rich smoke that I recall the other Bunnahabhain having.
It's really nutty on the nose.
A little bit sweet. That. Ouch. Anyways, I was eating peanuts. I got one in my teeth, and it was really bothering me.
No, so now you know if he says, that's a real strong peanut note.
Actually, he's the one that said it was nutty, not me.
That's true.
I just agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you take a really deep breath, really go in there, like at the end of your breath, then you finally get, there's that smoke and there's that wood and there's a light peat. But I'm shocked at how light the peat is for an Islay.
I want to say there's like a little hint of like apples on the nose. Like, so there's some kind of light, crisp fruit in there. But it's muted. But it's in there somewhere in the back.
I don't know. I was talking about the Glenlivet a while ago, and I kept smelling real bright, unripened fruit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Holy smoke.
Yeah, literally.
Does that nose ever betray the taste?
Well, the first sip is sort of like there is
punch in the nose.
Well, there's a big bunch of smoke on the first taste, but there's also some like cherry, tart cherry. That nuttiness is still there, but then on that second blush, it's like it's smoke, and then like, well, I'm sorry, did you not get enough smoke? Because here's big
some more.
batch. Yeah.
Let me give you a little more smoke, and then just in case, here's another puff. Okay, there is a hint of bitterness about it that I don't remember in this or Lafroig, or in the other Bunnahabhain, I should say, or Lafroig. And it's, I don't know what it is. It almost tastes tannin-ish, like it's dry. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. I'll take
I'd say that.
Like one drop of that.
I was gonna say, I think.
Stop! Run it! What did you just do?
I thought it was for good luck, tossing water over your shoulder.
So now there's a smokiness and like a almost a sulfur, like a match head.
Some caramel notes are cutting through now. So if you drink Scotch, you probably know what we did. But if you're new to Scotch, we dropped just a drop or two of water in there. It's called a waterback. Either it's served separate, or sometimes I guess I'll put it in. But a little bit of water will completely open up a lot of liquors, but especially these Islay Scotches are just like killer with a little bit of water.
So if you want your Scotch on the rocks, there is a certain point probably where the ice begins to melt and it creates this perfectly beautiful combination of the water and your whiskey, and it has this awesome flavor. But then at a point the ice keeps melting, and then your whiskey, as it gets drank down, becomes watered down.
Yeah.
So this is just a controlled way of doing that.
The waterback takes all the big punch out of it. Opens up
really helps it out a lot. The fruit notes are coming back. I still have that little bit of sulfur there, but it really opens it up. I'm really happy we opened that.
Yeah.
This is what we really like about Scotches. This is one thing him and I agree on consistently, is we like the Islay, the big, punchy, deep, smoky Scotches.
You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah. And if you've ever had a Scotch and it happens to be an Islay and you hated Scotch, try something else. Because this one is not going to be your one.
Yeah. If you
think about Glenlivet and Aberlour.
And vice versa. If you've had a Highland Scotch and you're like, nah, it's just not my thing, try an Islay. It's a completely different beast.
It is, absolutely. I think, other than that, if you guys will, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and now, apparently, TikTok, as I've been told. Somebody made us a TikTok. Find us on all that stuff, and YouTube, particularly. Hit like and subscribe, and if you would, go over to our Patreon page, which you can get to by following the link that went across here, or you can go to our actual webpage and find it on there, and become a Patreon subscriber. And that would be super cool. We're working diligently on trying to get all that stuff completed so everybody gets credit for the things they've done.
Yep.
And we have all the appropriate walls up and all the product. If you guys have already followed us on Instagram, you'll have seen some of that stuff come up as well. So.
Yep. All right. Well, until next time.
Whether it's the Scotch you're drinking,
the food you're eating,
clothes you're wearing,
the people you're meeting, grab a buddy and try something new.